NCIS fans, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most exciting new series of the year, NCIS, Tony and Ziva. If you've been waiting for years to see Michael Weatherly and Cote Pablo back together as Tony DiNozzo and Ziva David, your patience has finally paid off. The duo are reuniting on screen in a brand new 10-episode action-packed drama, and from what we've seen so far, it feels just like coming home. When our team visited the Budapest set, Michael and Cote were in the middle of filming an intense moment inside a jail cell. It was classic Tiva, Ziva tending to Tony's wounds, Tony joking around even in a dangerous situation, and that undeniable spark between them that fans have loved since the beginning. Watching them together again, you'd never guess that so many years had passed since they last played these roles. The spin-off picks up with Tony and Ziva living very different lives. Tony is running a successful security company called Salus Mondiale, while Ziva owns a language school in Paris. They are no longer a couple, but they are co-parenting their daughter, Tali, with the help of a nanny named Sophie. That alone makes the story compelling. Two people who clearly still have feelings for each other, but are separated by circumstances, past hurts, and big responsibilities. But as this is NCIS, their lives don't stay quiet for long. Tony finds himself framed for a serious crime, and suddenly their daughter is threatened. That danger forces Tony and Ziva back together, and they have no choice but to rely on each other while trying to save Tali and clear Tony's name. Cote Pablo explained it best. We have to work together even though there are so many unresolved feelings. It's complicated, but that's exactly what makes the story so powerful. One of the unique elements of Tony and Ziva is the way the show uses flashbacks. Fans will finally get to see what happened after Tony discovered that Ziva was alive and decided to leave NCIS to raise Tali with her. Those flashbacks include some of the most romantic and emotional moments we've ever seen between the two characters. Moments that were often just hinted at in the original series. On Paramount Plus, the romance is shown with more depth and intensity. Michael Weatherly even teased that the series feels like a romance wrapped inside an action saga. So yes, fans can expect more passion, more heat, and yes, even undercover missions that involve tuxedos and wedding dresses. The irony, of course, is that marriage was something Tony and Ziva once dreamed about, and now it's being used as a cover in their dangerous mission. Something that makes this reunion even more touching is how Michael Weatherly and Cote Pablo's real-life friendship shines through. They've both grown as people since their NCIS days, and now they bring that maturity and life experience into their characters. For example, both actors are parents in real life, which adds extra authenticity to their roles as Tony and Ziva raising Tali. Michael mentioned that when he saw Cote again on set, he immediately noticed a new quality in her, the mother. That brought a whole new layer to how he played Tony. Cote added that Ziva's journey in the series is very personal, as her character is in therapy, working through her traumas and trying to heal. Tony, on the other hand, is struggling to face his own emotions. That emotional tug-of-war becomes just as thrilling as the action sequences. It's no secret that the Tony and Ziva relationship has always been one of NCIS's greatest strengths. Their banter, eye contact, and unspoken bond have kept fans hooked for years. During filming, that chemistry returned instantly. Whether it's the playful arguments or the emotional confessions, it feels natural, like no time has passed at all. Michael even joked during an interview, saying working with Cote again felt like going back to a class reunion. Except this reunion comes with stunts, car chases, and emotional love scenes. Another major theme in the spin-off is parenthood. Ziva struggles with her protective instincts and fears that her past as a Mossad agent might affect her daughter. Tony, on the other hand, tries to balance being the funny dad with also being the serious, protective father. Their daughter, played by young actress Isla, has already impressed both stars with her wisdom and maturity. But parenting isn't the only challenge. They also need to rebuild trust with each other. Ziva once faked her death, which left Tony heartbroken and confused. Now, the two of them must face those old wounds while figuring out if they can truly move forward as a family. While Tony and Ziva is part of the NCIS universe, it has a different style from the original series. Instead of focusing on lab results, autopsies, and procedural formulas, this spin-off centers on relationships, emotional journeys, and global action sequences. Filming across Europe gives the show a cinematic feel, with sweeping locations and high-stakes missions. That doesn't mean there aren't nods to the original. Longtime fans will notice Easter eggs, references to Gibbs, and little callbacks to the Mothership series. The buzz around the series has been incredible. The trailer alone was viewed by more than 90 million fans in its first week. With that kind of excitement, the chances of a season 2 look very good. Michael Weatherly hinted that if the show continues, there are endless stories to tell, especially watching Tali grow up. Imagine a teenage version of Ziva with Tony's humor and charm. That's something fans would love to see. For now, though, both Michael and Cote are focusing on making Season 1 the best it can possibly be. They've poured their hearts into the project, and fans will feel that passion in every scene. NCIS. Tony and Ziva is not just a spin-off. It's a love story, an action thriller, and an emotional reunion all rolled into one. For longtime fans, it feels like getting a piece of the past back, but with fresh new layers that make the characters even more relatable. So, mark your calendars. The premiere arrives on September 4th, with 3 episodes dropping on Paramount+. And if the rest of the series is anything like what we've seen so far, it's going to be a wild, romantic, and unforgettable ride. What do you think, NCIS family? Are you ready to see Tony and Ziva back together? Do you believe they'll finally get their happy ending? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more NCIS updates and behind-the-scenes stories. Until next time, stay tuned, and stay excited for the return of Tiva.